So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Complete to
a good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson trying to lay one up deep. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Incomplete.
And that may have been incomplete, but he reminds me so much of when my dad used to take me to the baseball stadium to watch the home run hitters in batting practice. I'll get to the stadium early just to watch this kid throw it. He can throw it out of the stadium.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Back to throw, Watson. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They are going for it. Here's Watson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Following the interception, Winston. It's caught on the right side at Smith. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 7.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end.
Winston.
Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jonnu Smith, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead.
We're still in the first quarter, but it's apparent they're going to have to come up with a different defensive game plan for him because right now he's kind of having his way against that defense and has added a touchdown to the list. How do you slow him down? They're going to have to mix up some coverages, maybe change who's guarding him.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Now carry there for Fournette as he's able to work his way for a gain of about 5.
On the carry.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
At the 26-yard line.
2nd and 5 now. Watson airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's a first down and then some, a 32-yard pickup. On 1st and 10, Watson. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. And from the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Montez Sweat, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson airing it out, looking for Ridley. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Calvin Ridley, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Now, these are not going to be easy on a cold, snowy night, but this one is up and through.
At 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
For Sanders. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And now with a play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the gun, Winston. Smith catches left side. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Complete to Jonnu Smith. A gain of 10. Brings up 2nd.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Winston. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 35. 15 yards on the play. First down.
10 at the 35-yard line.
First down. Winston. That's complete to Mooney. Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the Ravens' 34-yard line.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 26 yards on the play there, and it'll move the chains. These two teams all tied after one.
First quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
Jameis again to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Darnell Mooney the target there, but it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
He was brought.
They went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. They'll run it with Hill, and he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They tried to let the fullback pound it in between the tackles, but he stopped up short. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards.
First down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Faking the give. Now Watson sliding out of the pocket. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Roquan Smith in on the tackle.
To To throw again on second down. Watson eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
It's a gain of 3. First down.
Now a first down throw. Watson airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. The Ravens on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Room here to run. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. They'll run. It's Sanders. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Now Sanders. And he'll go down at the 28. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Jameis now on first down. Forced out to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Brian Burns in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Third and long for Winston. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The intended target was Calvin Ridley. That'll bring up second down. Throwing again is Watson.
Again, he targets Ridley. This time it's complete.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
To Calvin Ridley. 5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the 50, it's Watson. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
And a Raven first down.
Watson on first down. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
First down, Baltimore.
On first down, it's Watson. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Looking to throw again on second down. Watson. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown.
To number 18.
Calvin Ridley as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think
this time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted by the Ravens. They'll take over first and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10.
Following the fumble recovery, Watson flushed out right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it. Throwing again on second and 10, Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy for us to talk about up here that, yes, all that had to happen, but when time's running down, sometimes your brain compresses a little bit too. They showed great poise, understanding of situation, making sure they got to the end zone in order to complete that pass and take a nice momentum into the locker room.
The lake effect snow set to continue for the second half of action as we are back underway.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Successful start to the drive. 17 yards. It moves the sticks. From the shotgun, it's Winston. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Winston's
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
third down.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside. Probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
On third down, Winston. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. They'll throw again. Winston. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Brian Burns in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
And 11 at the 40-yard line.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Jameis to throw it. Airing it out deep for Smith. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Intended
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
The tackle made by Jesse Bates. A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Watson on 3rd down. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Ravens.
On 1st down, Watson airing it out, looking for Ridley. And now Watson throws another interception. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. Darnell Mooney, the target there. And now it's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And this will be caught by Mooney. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Here's Winston. And, Jameis intercepted a third time. Picked off by Corey Willis. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
First and 10.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Touchdown.
Calvin Ridley with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Ravens will extend their lead. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Score, Ravens 28, Browns 7.
Now Captain Zero after the touchdown to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. William Jackson with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Calvin Ridley becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Ravens 35, Browns 7.
Now Captain Zero after the touchdown to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over first and 10. At their own 23-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
On the coverage.
From the gun, Winston. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, we saw that he had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They're indeed going. It's Winston. The open man is Smith. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Here's Sanders. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. His throw caught right around the 6. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 36 yards on the play. Now, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Miles Sanders hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. It's good, and it's now 35-14. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Devin White able to record his 5th sack of the season. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And the pressure gets to him again. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack. Rolling to his right. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Taken right around the 44. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is taken in at the 5.
That's good.
It's a big play there for the Browns. 45 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
They'll run with Sanders. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Once again with Sanders. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. It'll be a gain of 5, but they do keep him out of the end zone, and now it's 4th down.
A 5-yard pickup brings up 4th down
and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected?
Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Devin White in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
It's 2nd down.
Check. Right down. Check 99. 54.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. That's complete to Slayton. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
29 yards.
Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Marcus May with a pick. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost like they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested. And my goodness, another interception. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
10 at their own 44-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Yeah,
he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning.
10-yard line.
They'll roll him out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He's looking for Ridley again, but now it's 3rd and goal. And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. To the air yet again. Watson to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Goal.
And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And this is incomplete. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They start on the ground here at Sanders. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
1st down, Winston. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
Winston's pass.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 12.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Browns send out their punter now. Standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Here's Jackson. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Throwing now, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. 20! And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. And he has now tied the record. Touchdown.
To number 18.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us. We're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Ravens 42, Browns 14.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
They find Randall Cobb with a completion.
That's good.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
It's just me and you. It's just
Winston now to throw on first down. And that is caught. What a grab at the 8. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Throwing, Winston. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
And that'll cut the lead back now to 21.
Good. Makes the score Ravens 42, Browns 21. Josh Lambo set to kick off.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
This will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth.
And Watson's going to throw it here. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Check down.
From the gun, here's Watson. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. He's got a man, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
42.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Ravens, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they'll return home next week to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, it's unfortunately more of the same as they'll fall to 3-10 on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Another day